Hey there, I'm Joe Crawford of artlong.com. Pretty much every day I go to CSSBattle.dev and do the daily target, and I record myself doing that. So let's do that. All right, what do we got? We got a shape. I think I kind of reminds me about hourglass in some ways, but not exactly that. I think this is a single radial gradient and an element with a border. And in this case, I'm going to use what I call the nested template, which is one of my GitHub plugins, and use a border of 30 pixels solid. And then it's this color. So something along those lines. If I adjust the margins on the containing element, which is the HTML element, we do that 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 112. So this is what we've got so far. So this background, I think, is then a radial gradient, which is a circle, this color, 20 pixels, and then transparent, letting it go through. All right, so was it 40 pixels, something like that? Maybe 35. We put the at value of that at 50%. No, even better. I think we just move it. We move it using the background position. So we put it, excuse me, 0, 40 pixels, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. So are we in the ballpark? Ah, okay. So we're 40 pixels. And we need it to be 100% wide is fine. And we need that to have a height. How about 80 pixels? So that 80 pixels is double the radius, so they're right together. So how about 100? And then when we do that, we need to adjust the background position Y value, 4, 5, 6. And I think that does it. So let's submit and see if we're 100% match. If we are, then we have done it. And we have. I like that. Minify, unit replace, nip and tuck at some of these values. We don't need the word circle. We can use 1Q. And when we do that, we can eliminate the 0 from the second color stop. Little code golfy tricks. I can eliminate the 2 closingest braces. I can't, however, oh, maybe I can. No, I can't. Adjust that color. So submit. There are other changes I can make, probably. That's a fine score. I don't have much to add to this one. It seems like a very clear cut way to address this particular shape. Uh, if we had this going on, it might actually go off of here if we did it any other way. And yeah, I'm not even sure that made any sense. Regardless, we got it done. See you again tomorrow. Hope you're doing well out there. Be good to yourself, be good to each other, and go make a webpage. And I'll see you again sometime, maybe. All right. Bye bye.